The 2026 Lexus LX 800 isn't trying to be a Rolls-Royce. It isn't trying to be a Bentley, and that's exactly why this SUV plays a completely different game, one that no ultra-luxury brand can touch. When you first walk up to the new LX 800, it immediately tells you this isn't a vehicle built just for red carpets, hotel entrances, or chauffeur duty. Instead, it gives off the aura of something built for a billionaire who actually enjoys driving, who enjoys traveling to remote places, who doesn't care about showing off but wants something that silently communicates power, wealth, engineering, and confidence. And that's where Lexus has always excelled, understated dominance. But the 2026 LX 800 takes that idea and pushes it to an entirely new level. The moment you touch the door handle, you feel that signature Lexus solidity. No hollow metal sound, no flashy gimmicks, just pure craftsmanship. The door shuts like a bank vault, and inside, you're greeted with an atmosphere that feels like a Japanese luxury lounge rather than a European palace. Lexus didn't attempt to mimic Rolls-Royce's floating elegance or Bentley's British craftsmanship. Instead, they leaned into their own philosophy, unmatched, the Japanese art of hospitality. Everything is positioned, angled, and designed to make you feel like the car anticipated your presence. You don't sit in this SUV, you sink into it. The seats are wrapped in ultra-premium semi-aniline leather that has been treated using a new Lexus cooling and softening process. The stitching is laser precise. The cushioning has multi-density layers, and the seats automatically adjust themselves based on your weight distribution the moment you sit down. Lexus calls this the adaptive comfort algorithm, and honestly, it makes every other SUV seating, whether luxurious or sporty, feel old. The 2026 LX 800 doesn't just adjust lumbar and bolsters. It adjusts micro pressure points in real time, reading your posture and compensating for fatigue before you even feel it. On a long journey, it's like having an invisible masseuse constantly making sure your body is relaxed, alert, and supported. Start the engine, and you're welcomed by the softest, most refined powertrain note Lexus has ever created. The new 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 hybrid engine produces around 520 horsepower with over 750 Nm of torque, but it never shouts about it. The sound is muted, controlled, and deeply engineered. It has the power of a Range Rover's V8, the smoothness of a Mercedes V8, and the reliability of a Lexus engine, which has always been the secret sauce behind their long-term dominance. You're not just buying an SUV, you're buying peace of mind for 20 years, and when you drive it, this is where Lexus breaks the game completely. Rolls-Royce and Bentley build phenomenal luxury machines, but they are built for roads, smooth, perfect roads. The LX 800 is built for everywhere. It glides over broken surfaces like they don't exist. It can take you across deserts, mountains, snowfields, or muddy forest tracks, and do it in complete silence and comfort. The new suspension system is the highlight. Lexus redesigned the hydraulic active suspension to react faster, respond smarter, and balance the vehicle even before the wheels touch uneven surfaces. Sensors read the road 2.0 times per second, adjusting damping, height, and roll stiffness so perfectly that passengers barely feel movement. You want to climb a steep rocky incline in complete comfort. You can. You want to cruise on the motorway at 160 km/h without a hint of vibration in the steering wheel. It does that effortlessly. The steering itself is a masterpiece, light at low speeds, heavier when cruising, and perfectly neutral off-road. It almost feels telepathic. You think, and the LX 800 turns. The interior technology might be the most refined Lexus has ever produced. There's a new dual-layer display system, A 14-inch upper touchscreen for navigation and media, and a lower climate and off-road control screen that remains active at all times. The UI is fast, intelligent, and beautifully minimal. Lexus refuses to overload the screen with unnecessary animations. Everything is clean, functional, and deeply premium. The graphics are inspired by Japanese minimalist art, simple shapes, soft colors, and smooth transitions. The sound system, a Mark Levinson 3D Quantum surround setup with 28 speakers integrated into the cabin structure. Not placed, integrated. The pillars, the doors, the ceiling, and even the seat frames act as acoustic chambers. When you play music, it feels like the artist is sitting inside the SUV performing live. You can hear the breath in the vocals, the vibration of guitar strings, the subtle details of instruments you never noticed before. It's luxury that you feel rather than see. The rear cabin is where Lexus separates itself from everyone else. The LX has always been known for the executive rear seat package, but the 2026 model takes it to a level even Rolls-Royce should respect. You get two massive recliner seats with folding ottomans, premium armrests with hidden touch panels, deep pile carpeting, and a cabin fragrance system inspired by Japanese forests and natural oils. But the magic is in the quietness. The 2026 LX800 has such advanced noise cancellation that Lexus claims it's quieter at 100 km/h than a Rolls-Royce Ghost at 60 km/h. You can talk in whispers and hear each other perfectly. You can meditate in complete serenity. You can sleep like you're in a 5-star hotel. And then there's the off-road capability. Lexus knows that many buyers will never push this SUV to its limit, but they engineered it as if every owner plans to climb mountains on weekends. The chassis reinforcement is stronger, the skid plates are tougher, and the drivetrain is smarter. Crawl control feels smoother than ever, multitor. Rain Select can identify surfaces on its own, and the 4x4 system transitions between road and off-road modes seamlessly. You can drive through deep water, climb a 45-degree hill, or cross uneven rocks while sipping a latte without spilling a drop. No Rolls or Bentley can do that, and that's why the LX800 plays its own game. Lexus understands something crucial about luxury buyers. True luxury is not fragility. True luxury is confidence. Anyone with money can buy a Rolls-Royce and keep it polished in the garage. But someone who buys an LX buys it because they know it will never let them down. There is wealth in having something that endures. Wealth in owning something that gives you zero stress. Wealth in driving something that represents quiet power rather than loud status. On the exterior, Lexus has refined the iconic spindle grille design. It's still bold, still aggressive, but more sculpted and integrated into the body. The headlights are slimmer, more precise, and the LED signature looks like a piece of Japanese calligraphy, sharp, artistic, and instantly recognizable. The side profile keeps the classic boxy, authoritative stance, but the lines are cleaner and more aerodynamic. The wheels have a turbine-like design that reduces drag and improves airflow. At the back, the full-width LED bar gives it a futuristic look while maintaining that unmistakable Lexus identity. Nothing here is flashy for the sake of attention. It's designed for presence, not noise. And let's talk about reliability, something luxury brands usually ignore. The LX800 is engineered to last decades, not years. Decades. A Rolls-Royce feels luxurious, but its maintenance will break your heart. A Bentley feels handcrafted, but its long-term cost of ownership is brutal. A Lexus just works. It starts every morning. It takes you across countries. It ages gracefully. Its electronics remain flawless. And that's what true high-end customers respect. Because luxury is not just about how something looks. It's about how long it stays perfect. The 2026 LX800 is also more fuel efficient thanks to its hybrid system. You get the low-end torque of an electric motor, the efficiency of hybrid technology, and the long-distance confidence of a petrol engine. You can travel thousands of kilometers without worrying about charging stations or unreliable infrastructure. This is real-world luxury, engineered for real-world people. Not just celebrities who travel with chauffeurs. On the road, the LX800 feels like nothing else. You sit high, commanding the world beneath you, but the ride is incredibly smooth. The steering isolates road imperfections without feeling disconnected. The acceleration is strong but silent. The transmission shifts so smoothly that gear changes are almost impossible to notice. You float, but you're still in control. And when you push it, it responds with the precision of a much smaller vehicle. Put simply, the 2026 Lexus LX800 is the SUV for people who don't need to prove anything. It's for those who could buy a Rolls or Bentley but choose something more intelligent, more durable, more capable, and more balanced. This SUV doesn't chase luxury trends. It creates its own category. And that's why it plays a completely different game